Thanks for coming, guys. I'll answer any questions for you.
Front row right, Austin.
Urban, I know early in the camp, you guys were trying to be careful with Braxton and taking him to the ground too much. How much, as camp went on, did you hit him? Was there any concern at all Monday night with him getting hit?
No, no concern. He's had plenty of contact reps during his career, and he's been live, good to go. To the ground tackles, probably a few, but you know we didn't have many even after the first scrimmage. So.
Middle, Dave.
Urban, injury-wise, how you feeling about guys like Marshawn Lattimore, Johnny
Close,
Dixon?
close. He is questionable for this week. Who's the other one?
Johnny Dixon.
He's go. He's full go.
Anybody else any injuries have popped up as far as this week?
I don't think so. Noah Brown obviously is out of the hospital now. We'll get him to class tomorrow. I think we're good.
Front row, Tim.
Yeah, Urban, you indicated yesterday that you kind of like, you have a favorite now in the quarterback's race, or at least you did yesterday and stuff. Could you tell us now who it is, or are you still going to wait?
No, we're going to wait. And I said, I'm not sure how I said it, but I have an idea who's going to take the first snap.
Yeah.
I said favorite. I'm not sure I like that word, but I got a feeling that who's going to take the first snap. I still think after today, but both are, you know, and I made this comment, and I met with both quarterbacks, is when you have a good player, what do you do with them? You play them. So we're going to play both quarterbacks at some point. You know, I don't know how much and what series and all that. Haven't had that conversation, but I've already made that decision. You know, if you have a good player, you play good players.
The other thing, you guys were undefeated last year on the road, as you know. What is it about y'all's approach that you think makes y'all pretty good when you're away from home? I mean,
I don't know. We,
what is it about it, you think?
you know, one year in Florida, we were 0-3 in 2005 on the road, and so I remember Lou Holtz is a great mentor of mine, and I brought him down to Florida, and we had a lot of discussions, and you know, anytime you go on the road, bring your toughest, run the ball and stop the runner, kind of something that Coach Mick and I tell the team. But what are you kidding? Don't fool yourself. It's because we got really good players that play well. There's no magical formula other than you recruit really well and try to motivate and push and go. But I think recruit really well is probably the best way to win on the road, and I think we have.
Second row left, Ari.
Coach, what do you remember about your recruitment of Tommy Shutt? I remember he was one of the big gets for you in your first class. You had limited time to get him here. Can you talk a little bit about his progression?
Yeah, he's had the best. He comes from a wonderful family, one of my favorites, and to see his progress, it's overdue, to be honest with you. And he knows that. I know that. Coach Jay knows that. And he's had a really, really good camp. He's very active. His body weight's right where we want it. Academically, he's made a surge too. So he's a classic guy that probably screwed around a little bit too much, and I'm not sure. I don't mean screwing around as far as lifestyle, but just wasn't doing what we would expect out of a highly recruited kid. But he looks like it now.
When you first got here, he was one of the guys that you flipped, and you know there was some flack from other coaches about flipping a gentleman's agreement, all that stuff. I know that doesn't.
I don't remember that. Is that right? I forgot all about that.
About his recruitment, though, and just the process of going after a guy. You said there was, you know, that you were pretty powerful and just the swing.
No, we called him up and said, "Are you interested in Ohio State?" And he said, "Absolutely." So we said, "How about coming for a visit?" And he loved it. And he said, "I want to come to Ohio State." Crazy, isn't it? That's when you see people like concerned about, man, they went up. Yeah, we called the player and said, "Hey, you have an interest in Ohio State?" And he said, "Absolutely, I do. It's a great school, great academics, and I'd like to take a look." I said, "Great, come on and visit." And we're allowed to pay for it too. They came on his visit, really liked that his dad was on his visit. Great mom and dad. They liked everything about it, and that's how he came to Ohio State.
You said the first thing you said to him was, "Do you want to win a championship?" I didn't know if that's something you say a lot, but that just sticks out.
Tommy said that?
Yeah.
I guess. I could tell you the plays in the game. I don't remember that kind of stuff.
Front row left, Doug.
Urban, we know you guys talked a lot last year about the blocking of the skilled players, Evan Spencer and Jeff Hyman.
The best.
How good that was.
Yep.
How good can it be this year with the guys at receiver and tight end, and how important is that to your run game and what you want to do?
I think you know the answer to how important it is. It's absolutely imperative that they're very good perimeter blockers. I think we're as good as those. One of the best I've ever been around, and Evan was the best. So I'm hoping we can find that. Guys that really good is a kid named Paris Campbell, excuse me. Paris Warren played for me at Utah. Paris Campbell is really coming on as far as a guy that can set the point out there, and he's a bigger, stronger guy. So that's absolutely essential that in our offense, because we play a lot of horizontal football, and those guys are the responsible for the big hits most of the time.
And when you have this big group of receivers, how much does the blocking ability factor into who's
Oh,
going to
it's
get on the
huge.
field?
Yeah, the other part won't happen unless you can do that.
You think the Campbell thing's because he's a former running back? I mean, he has
Yeah,
got
and he's
that
big,
feel
he's
to him?
strong, and he's tough, and he's showing that, and I love him. I think he's gonna have a really fine career here. He's a guy he's gonna play a lot Saturday.
And last questions, front row, Bill?
This is your fourth year, and at least before a couple of them, you had an idea of where you thought the team was. Both those years, the team has exceeded expectations. What's your feeling about this team? Just your gut feeling about this?
It's up and down. You know, talent-wise, I feel very good about it. Obviously, the elephant in the room is the fact that we have 4 guys not playing. That's, you know, everyone's like, you just shake your head like. But I feel very good about the character, the quality of people that we have going to get on the plane and go down there. And you're catching me after a pretty good practice. We had a good day today, so I feel pretty good about them. And probably tomorrow I'm going to be ready to dive off the side of the horseshoe if we have a bad day. But very, very good guys and very good leaders. That's the probably thing I love the most. You know, Josh Perry, Darren Lees, you know, Adolphus Washington, Joe Hale, Decker, Elfline, Jacoby Bourne, those guys, they're priceless, you know, as far as leadership and just guys I trust.
Have you ever been to Blacksburg? Or?
I have not.
Yeah.
I have not. I played minor league baseball not far from there, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
my
but-
only experience down that way.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a great home field for them. I mean,
It's supposed to be
what-
great. I called 3 or 4 coaches who played down there, and yeah, it's supposed to be one of the top 5, 6 in the country.
Where'd you play?
Pulaski, Virginia. Been there?
Last question, Bill.
You been there, Clay? I got you then. I'm one up on you. Have a good day.